Hey guys, we are out here in Dallas. Came out to Dealey Plaza to check out where JFK was assassinated. Right now we're actually walking towards the Texas School Book Depository where Oswald allegedly shot JFK. Alright, well this is actually the Texas School Book Depository, and right up here in this window, it's the second from the top window. That's where one of the witnesses said that they saw Oswald shooting a rifle.
Yeah, when you look back at the old videos, the day of the assassination, this tree was a lot smaller, so a lot of people say he could have easily got the shots off. And you know, I just want to say we're not here to debate or weigh in on that. We're just, you know, just want to go over this with you. But this tree has grown quite a bit. Okay, I'm actually going to be on the X for a second because I just want to give you a view of the where the shot would have come from. From here. Right here. All right, now we're in the back of the structure here, coming up on the grassy knoll. Just kind of a big parking lot, which is still what it was back then. But if you look, there's the railroad.
Weren't there railroad workers that witnessed the assassination?
Yeah, they said that they saw a puff of smoke from over here in the grassy knoll. A lot of their testimony wasn't used for some reason. And this is going to be a view from the grassy knoll itself.
So many people were so excited this day, just thought they were about to see the president.
Which they did see him, but boy, not like they expected. Just a tragic day for our country.
We're up here where Zapruder shot his film of JFK getting assassinated. It was used as evidence with the FBI, and it was really famous, and it actually wasn't shown for years after the assassination. It's really gruesome footage.
I'm actually sitting on the spot where Abraham Zapruder shot the infamous footage. Just trying to get a, he was standing up I believe, but I have to sit down because this tree is overgrown. But this is basically what he was able to be so close. I know in an interview he said he felt like he was also in the line of fire because he said he heard shots coming from the right, which would be the grassy knoll, which we'll get to here in a second. But this is kind of what he was looking at. All right, now we're up here on the triple overpass here where JFK went under on his way to Parkland Hospital. And right here to the right is all the railroads where the workers said they saw a puff of smoke out there by the grassy knoll.
So that means they would have had to see it right from here looking down that way.
And this is what they would have seen, and of course, when they were looking at President Kennedy come by. As you can see, the grassy knoll right there, and the school book depository right up there. Now we're actually heading into the memorial for President Kennedy. Very neat structure, right?
Yeah, and it's just 200 yards from where he was shot.
It's just so crazy what all took place in those, what, 3 days?
Yeah, it just...
You know, with Kennedy, with Oswald, you know, a new president being sworn in.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Right there on the plane. Before they even landed in Dallas, he was sworn in.
Now I want to show you something here that there's no roof at all. It's all open. It's really beautiful. I mean, the artist they commissioned to do this was really thoughtful. This was really nice. We're over here in the Oak Cliff area here in Dallas. We're at the Officer J.D. Tippit Memorial Plaque. This is actually the spot where Oswald allegedly killed Officer J.D. Tippit. Of course, we know he killed him, but the reason I say allegedly because there's you know, this whole thing is such a mess. Me and my daughter were just talking about it. That, you know, there's several people from this neighborhood that had like really good
visual of the situation.
Yeah, and they said he didn't fit the description of Oswald at all. But regardless, the sad thing is, Officer J.D. Tippit was gunned down, just doing his job.
He was killed just 45 minutes after Kennedy.
Just so many things just happened so fast. Alright, we're walking up to the Texas Theater right now. This is where Oswald went after President's assassination, which is a strange thing to do, get on the bus and head to a theater of all things to come watch Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Is that what he was watching?
No, I read somewhere that he was actually got to watch a little bit of a private battle and some of War as Hell they were showing too.
Alright, just getting a little closer to the sign here. The Texas Theater. They don't make them like this anymore. It's not open right now, but it's unfortunate. I'd like to go in because this is, I believe they have maybe one theater or two possibly. But you know, they're good size. They're not like the tiny ones.
And supposedly they still have the original seat where Oswald was sitting in 3 rows behind the main screen when he got arrested.
Oh wow. I wish we could get in there. Oh, okay.
Movies that day.
Would have been really strange if you came to watch It's a Wonderful Life or something. But this is the ticket booth here.
He didn't get to watch the whole movie. They got him, you know, pretty early on.
Yeah, yeah. Man, these doors are really neat, aren't they? These are really cool.
Yeah, they're there.
I wonder if these are maybe the original doors, maybe redesigned,
maybe
or reinforced or something.
Redesign. Because it is kind of 70s.
But you look at the floor. Look at this. Got a star on one side. Got the red carpet there in the middle. There's the door again. But this place shows a bunch of older movies now. If you look over here, oh wow, look at this. There's a meet and greet with some of the guys from Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh, yeah, that is.
In that movie.
Yeah, this is more like a community theater now. It's not like new movies, but it's
Yeah,
a
this
really
is.
cool place.
Yeah, look. Right here we're showing The Shining, American Graffiti. Yeah, it's really cool. It's hard to believe the history this has. You know,
Yeah.
it's a.
We're coming up here where Jack Ruby came into the Dallas police station as they were escorting Oswald, and they shot and killed Oswald again right in front of thousands of people because this arrest was actually on live television, so many people were taken by surprise watching Oswald be escorted, and Jack Ruby just shoots him right there in front of everyone.
He's been shot. He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot. There's the man with a gun. It's absolute panic. Absolute panic here in the basement of Dallas Police Headquarters. Detectives have their guns drawn. Oswald has been shot. There is no question about it. Oswald has been shot.
They don't let people on the inside, even though many historians have asked and said that this should be made public. But the city won't do it. Oh yeah, that is the other thing.
You can look out for a big red. finally found it. Niecy's up there already at the stone of Harvey Lee Oswald. Making my way up here. We had to change cameras. We're having to use the phone right now because our other camera died. Forgot to recharge it earlier. If you look back here, it's just a street. It's a neighborhood. They live right in front of Oswald, as it says.
We've been here before. Last time we came, there was people actually grieving over his grave. It looked like a woman, and she left a note saying that she knows that he's innocent and to do it. So really crazy because there's all this conspiracy theories. So it's actually weird being at the end point here, looking at his grave.
Yeah, it's been a long day. It really is something. It's really crazy that it just says Oswald.
Yeah, they had to remove the original one. It was obviously getting ruined and demolished by people, so they moved the grave here.
Yeah, well, it's pretty easy to find actually. We got a little turned around, and it took us a minute.
It's easy to find. It's right off the road and inside of the cemetery right behind us. So you just come right off here and you find it right away. A lot of really pretty mausoleums here too. Go ahead and leave the cemetery now. There's actually a lot of people here visiting family members and friends, so we're sure trying to be as respectful as possible. But it is part of history and we need to get it on film. But I'm glad we were able to.
Yeah, it was a long day. It was worth it.
Going to the Texas theater where he was arrested and then to the cemetery is very eerie. Because it was just a few days after he was arrested. I mean, there's all a quick turnaround for him. He was gone.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.